Hi, Greg Buckley here, and today I'm in the underbelly of this Ford Escape. Now, I know a lot of times I'm usually in and around the car, but today I'm looking at something very specific that is having, that we in the professional field are starting to see some major problems. And these problems are directly reflecting an issue with the newer type of, the third-party boxes that tell you, the little connectors that tell you all about your car, and the codes that you can get read, and how many miles per gallon and all that good stuff, which is useful information, but actually it's more damaging, can be more damaging to your car than what you might realize. So you're all familiar with how these things can get connected. Now here's your what they call the OBD2 port. All right, and connected is a unit that will allow you will track mileage, that will do everything. And they simply plug in and plug out. All right, and this one here is DriveWise. There's a bunch of them. One called Hum. There's Delphi. There's like this one here. This is an older one actually, so we don't really we don't use these at all. But a lot of them look like this. Progressive, Hum, all your insurance companies, and plus other third parties have them. But here's the problem. Now, these units might seem like they're doing you a favor, and maybe to a degree they give you information that you think you can't find anywhere else, but you can. What's really hurting everybody is, and what we're seeing in the professional fields is, these are starting to interfere with the operations and the functionality of the components of your engine management systems. And here's why. All right, you have pins, all right, and everything is connected, ran through that connector. Okay, let's say right here, okay? These pins are critical. When we read them, our equipment is designed not to interfere with any kind of voltage. We read a lot. Well, they can read too, but in some cases what they're causing is transmission shifts that are in error, transmissions that can be failed, sensors that get out of range. They cause check engine lights, and the reason why is because they'll allow voltage to be subtracted from your circuits. Kind of like if you don't have, let's say this, like some things are a 12-volt circuit, some things are a 5-volt circuit. And I'm not getting into specifics here, I'm just trying to be as general as possible to have you all understand the issues we face when trying to fix these cars of today. So the circuit that these components run on and the manufacturer builds are very sensitive to voltage, meaning that any addition or subtraction of voltage, resistance, or amps, however you want to divide up the equation, is going to seriously affect the performance of that component. When that performance starts to fail, or get out of range, then your check engine lights can come on, causing you to have a false symptom. Even worse, it can cause an internal failure of a degree that your pocketbook may not want to absorb at the moment. Issues are in the field right now with Ford and Nissan transmissions that are being affected negatively because of these units. Now, we here have had 3 examples of a crank no start, meaning you turn the car, the engine cranks over fine, but the vehicle doesn't start. Once we got down to diagnosing and we saw these, we would remove it, retest the circuit, and guess what? The car started, or it went in, where it shifted fine. So these things cause issues, and honestly, I don't really know what the true value is besides giving up incredible amounts of information on yourself. If you are a privacy fanatic and you are installing one of these, well, you're just really short-circuiting your own I guess desire to remain private, because these are collecting everything and anything from you in order to think that you're getting a perceived value or any kind of discounts. What it's doing is collecting information on you, your location, stop, go, start, and yes, you can set parameters. There's a lot of things that you can do, but you're affecting the overall performance of your vehicle in not a good way. Remember, like I said, The circuits today in today's vehicles are so sensitive to voltage that you just can't risk affecting or interfering with that flow. So next time you think you want to have Allstate, Liberty, Verizon, or any one of those parties take you up on this, remember, ask them the final question. If something goes wrong with my car, will Verizon fix it for me? Will they pay the diagnostic fee? Will they stop you or get you from breaking down? You have to consider these things. So I'm being very generic here, but it's a lot of stuff that's been going on lately, and as these vehicles have been more complicated, become more complicated, in the tech field, we're starting to see the effects these things are having. They're no good. You know, nothing should be put into that plug except for a diagnostic tool to gain information. And believe me, with the complexity of what's coming down the road, these things will even cause more of a problem. So a suggestion is don't use it. If you need to get information that's pertinent to you maintaining your car, most professional shops will use a database system that can get you everything you need down to miles per gallon, or cents per mile actually, and give you a cost analysis on what it's taken to run your vehicle. Of course, simple pad and pencil, I guess, with tracking your mileage or looking at your odometer and writing it down. It's all very easy. You don't need a third party to do that. You've already got a great second party, which is your independent professional repair center that can help you maintain the vehicle in the right manner with no interference, with no additional money spent. So I wanted to get this out to everybody because, again, it's really important that these things are not good. I do not believe in them personally. Everybody has the right to their own vehicle and do as they please. However, these are causing more problems than you really do want to know about it. So again, hopefully you got the gist. Keep your OBD2 port clear and clean. Let's go down one more time. And this is what I'm talking about right here. All right, our little port. And that way you'll keep your pocketbook nice and clean as well, okay? Greg Buckley, Buckley's Auto Care. I'll talk to you soon. Have yourself a great day.